Hey everybody, nice to see you. I'm Dr. Debbie and I'm a veterinarian. Who can tell me what a vet is? Raise your hand. Yeah, Declan?
An animal doctor.
Animal doctor. Awesome. Taylor, you're probably going to say the same thing. Yeah. And so it sounds to me, and Celine, correct me if I'm wrong, that we have people from around the world here. We have folks in the United States, Kenya, and Nigeria, and maybe even more places. But nice to see you all, and let's get started. Celine is going to be helping me today, and we're going to talk about One Health, and we're going to be talking about this incredible woman who's still alive today, thank goodness, this incredible woman who's a scientist. Celine, do you want to introduce yourself just briefly for the new folks?
Hi, everyone. My name is Celine, and I'm a One Health intern, and also I'm a master's student in university studying public health. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Celine. Appreciate it. Okay, so we are going to be doing a contest for this entire time, and Celine's going to be the scorekeeper. Who here likes contests? Who here likes to compete? Oh boy. Oh boy. That means that this is going to get pretty busy very fast. How exciting. I like competitions too. Okay, raise your hand if you reviewed the previous lesson about One Health. I see one hand, I see two hands, 1.5 hands. Okay, it's fine. It's fine if you did not. It's just that the people who did might have a small advantage, but it's okay. We'll go through it together. Here are the rules of the contest. If you want to write, you can on a piece of paper. If you want to type in notes on the computer, that's fine too. Because we are a smaller group, it's every person for themselves. So no big teams right now. But what we can do, actually, let's take a vote. Do you want to say your team name is your animal, your favorite animal, or your name? So like, for instance, Cato. Should Cato's team be called Cato or should be called Panda? Show me finger number 1 if you think your first name, or finger number, or 2 fingers if you think it should be your animal. Okay, sorry, Taylor. It looks like we're going for animal. So Celine, if you want to keep track of how many points go to whom, and Queen, if you can give us your favorite animal, and Lundo, if you could have your video showing and also tell us your favorite animal, that would be wonderful. And no need to find the team names, we already got them, and we have questions for you throughout the entire class. So you ready to get started? Ooh, I'm so excited. Okay, a brief review from before, and again, you can write notes, it's totally fine. But One Health is that connection between our health and the health of the environment, animals, and plants. So what do I mean by environment? It's a long word. For 1 point. Okay, Declan.
Environmental health.
But can you explain to me what environment means? I saw Taylor's hand, I think.
The stuff around you, like
Stuff around.
For example, I got like a TV right here.
Yeah, good. Your surroundings, yeah? Is that what you were going to say, Taylor and Davis? Yeah, okay. Just be faster with your hands so we can see you. Awesome. And then keep in mind, that's the One Health concept. That's the One Health concept. Now, the One Health approach, in one word, is teamwork. Teamwork between people of different backgrounds, places, strengths. We come together and we prevent and we solve health problems. So when I ask you later on, what is the one word to explain One Health approach? What's the answer? Yeah, Taylor?
Teamwork.
Teamwork, awesome. Okay, 1 point for Taylor. Species. Who can tell me what is a species? Whoa, that was a fast hand. Taylor, that was really fast.
A species is like a group of one thing.
Keep going.
It's specific because like let's say you have bears, like a polar bear or a panda bear.
Yeah. So I used this example in the last lesson. It was, if two cats can make kittens and two dogs make puppies, can a dog and a cat make babies? Yes or no? No. It would be super cute if they could, but no, it doesn't exist because they're two different species. Okay, zoonotic disease. Now, if you can get that, you get 2 points. What does zoonotic disease mean? I saw Davis's hand. You want to try, Davis?
No.
It's okay, no worries. Declan?
Something that jumps around, like a disease that jumps around from like, let's say, an animal to a person. And that's how COVID probably maybe started.
There you go. A zoonotic disease is a disease that could, like a germ, right? That can jump between different species, including us, including people. Okay, one word for mutation is change. Mutations can strengthen something, it can weaken something, or it can just change it and not make it change its strength. So when I ask you later on, what is a mutation? The answer is change, okay? Last but not least, a vaccine. What is a vaccine? Ooh, Celine, maybe Davis's hand was first? Yeah, you want to go for it, Davis?
A vaccine is some medicine that helps you feel better after you're a little sick, like the COVID-19 vaccine.
Oh, very close, very close. There's something that needs to be adjusted slightly. Declan, you want to try?
No, I forget. I was like, oh, I know. And then I'm like,
It's okay. I mean, that's why we're all here, right? To learn. Kato,
my
yeah?
brain.
A vaccine is like a shot that helps you with COVID.
Yeah, or a flu shot, right? So a vaccine, this is the important thing, the difference between a vaccine and a medication, okay? A vaccine is given before somebody gets sick or before an animal gets sick, because it's meant to strengthen your immune system. It's meant to strengthen your body, okay, to fight a germ. Now, a medication is to help you feel better after you're sick. So vaccines are given before the person or the animal sees the germ, and then medication is after you're already sick and you need to feel better again. Any questions for that? Because it will come up again later. Okay, 3, 2, 1, moving on. Okay, let's get to our first official point, even though we actually had some points distributed before. Okay, question for you. What is the one word to describe the One Health approach? Taylor, that was so fast.
Teamwork.
Bingo. Great job, Taylor. Okay, everybody, you need to get your hands up. Get your hands up. Okay, so what are vaccines, right? We just said it. It's when vaccines are given before somebody gets sick. What is the purpose of a vaccine? I think I saw Davis's hand. Yeah?
It's a shot that you get before you get sick again. Like COVID-19, they're giving people shots before they get COVID.
Why? Why is it important before?
Because it tells your body that to look out for the vaccine, for the COVID.
The virus.
The virus.
Yeah. So again, it strengthens your body. Can everybody just give me a muscle? Yeah. So it strengthens. Nice. Mustafa and Amana, you guys are strong. Yeah. So your body gets trained, okay? It gets strengthened with a vaccine to help fight germs. And animals get vaccines, people get vaccines, and even some plants. So we're going to review the immune system, messenger RNA, known as mRNA, protein, and translation. But first, let me tell you this incredible story. Has anybody heard her name before, Dr. Catalin Kuriko? Raise your hand if you've heard her name. Okay, I think you're going to be really surprised by this story, and it's a true story, okay? So this woman is amazing. She comes from Hungary, all the way over here. So just to review, I am here. Let's see, Cato is over here. I believe Declan is here. Davis is here. Taylor is here. Then we got Amina and Mustafa, they're here. Then we got Queen over here, and I don't know where Lundo is from, but ultimately we're from around the world right now, right? And Dr. Cataline Kuriko is from Hungary. And when she was your age, her father was a butcher and her mother kept books. She's called a bookkeeper. So she looks at money and things like that for companies nearby. And she has one sister, and she did not have any running water. She had no sinks, like she had no faucets. She did not have a working toilet. There was no running water in her home. There were also about 10,000 people in her village, in her town, so it was quite small. And she started off loving biology, which is the study of living things. And she was just a naturally curious person. And then she found out that there's something called biochemistry. Whoa. If I said biology is the study of living things, what do you think biochemistry is? Does anybody know? Any guesses? You can guess and get it completely wrong and still get 2 points. Yeah, Taylor?
I think biochemistry means like the science between like living things.
Yeah, okay, 2 points for Taylor for trying. I appreciate that. Thank you. And Davis, something to add?
I think it's a type of virus.
Maybe a type of virus. Maybe biochemists study types of viruses. Mustafa?
Study of anima.
Sorry?
Study of anima.
Study of animals. Yeah, so biologists can do that. Biochemists can kind of do that. Declan, one last guess. And then Celine, 2 points to Davis, 2 points for Mustafa. Declan, yes?
I think it's like some sort of like thing to like, wait, what was the question again?
What does a biochemist do? Or what is biochemistry?
Okay. Biochemistry is like a scientific thing that helps like in the lab. You're studying not only animals, but also some type of people, maybe sometimes.
Maybe. So yeah, let's talk about this a little more. A biochemist does a lot of really cool things. So chemistry or chemicals. Raise your hand if you've heard the word chemicals before. You've heard this word before, chemicals, chemistry, chemicals. Yeah. So inside your body, inside of everything that you see, there are chemicals involved. Okay, there are chemicals involved. And biochemists look at the chemicals inside of a living thing, say a plant or a person or even a water system. And they try to understand, how does it work? So a biochemist looking into human health wants to understand, how does the body work through chemicals? Really interesting stuff. So she's a scientist, as you see. And a question for you all, if you, I'm sorry to interrupt, but it looks like Lunda is calling in from Kenya as well. So that's really wonderful. Great to see you, Lundo. So question for you all, and 1 point for guesses. Okay, Celine? So what is the best quality you can have if you are a scientist? If you want to be a successful scientist, what do you need to have as a quality? Davis?
A bunch of math, and you probably have to go to a bunch of schools to be a successful scientist.
Interesting. Math and schools. Yep. Declan and then Cato.
You need a lot of teamwork, like a lot of people to get in there and help you out with like viruses and vaccines.
Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. And Cato?
They have to learn about all science, and they also have to go to different schools like with more science in it.
Yeah. So lots of learning, some teamwork. But guess what? There's one other characteristic, and she's going to talk about it now because we asked her, at least we asked, what happens in a winning science team? What is the characteristic? And I want you to answer this after listening to her.
I have a team at the BioNTech to be, curious and not to walk like, oh, this is always like that, but why is that? Yeah, that kind of thing. So I was, curious and I had very good teachers in Hungary.
Okay, so what was the word that kept coming up over and over? Kato?
She said like a lot of teachers.
Said teachers, but she also said something else. Curiosity. Yeah, curiosity. So who here is curious? Yeah, a bunch of us. So if you are a curious person, you're going to be a fantastic scientist. Just remember that. You're going to be a fantastic scientist if you are a curious person. You don't necessarily need to have all of the schooling, but stay curious. That's very important. Okay, so she understood, because she's a biochemist, she understood the immune system. The immune system is the part of the body that is invisible to your eye. Okay, you cannot see somebody's immune system. Like I can see Davis's eyeball. I can see Kato's hair. I cannot see Mustafa's immune system. Okay, so you need to use a microscope to really figure out what's going on. And an immune system happens in people, in animals. It can also have a type of similar system in plants to protect them against insects and other things. So what is the immune system? Is the part of the body that recognizes anything else that's strange, that's weird. So say if you have an insect bite, a fly bites you or a mosquito bites you. Who here has had a mosquito bite? Yeah, I have had lots of mosquito bites. They're not fun, right? And what happens? It's red, it's itchy, right? It gets swollen. And that's because my immune system is fighting that thing that was weird. It's not a part of my body. It's because of the mosquito bite. Okay. So again, the immune system is the part of your body that fights germs. Any questions? Okay. So now let's pretend that we are the immune system with a model. What is the purpose of the immune system? Is to find anything out of the ordinary, to find something that's different. So the first person, let's use the chat box, and Celine will be the scorekeeper here. We'll use the chat box to figure out what is the one difference between two images. Okay, so look closely and I'll give you 10 seconds. First one who gets this gets 5 points. Ready, set, go.
Can you repeat the question?
Yes, Queen. I said, what is the one difference between these two pictures? Okay, did anybody write in the chat box? Celine.
Mustafa, he wants to say something.
It's big.
What, the key?
It is big.
It's big. Oh, it's
Which one is big?
You're right.
oh, close. I think who else should we choose, Celine? Thank you, Mustafa. Thank you.
Declan.
At the end of the key, it's like a little cap, and it's only on the top one, not the bottom.
Ooh. Okay, so that's it. Yep, it was one very small difference. One very, very, very small difference. Raise your hand if you saw it. Yeah, it's hard, right? It was really hard to find it. But, oh, good job, Queen. But, that's what the immune system does. It's constantly looking in the body and seeing what is out of the ordinary, what is strange. So your immune system has memory. Okay, that's the whole point of the vaccine, because remember we said the vaccine helps train your body, makes it stronger, and makes your body remember when there's something not normal in the body so that it can eventually fight the germ. Okay, so I want to check your memory now for 2 points for each question. Ready? What is the one word for the One Health approach? Ooh, Celine, who should we choose?
Taylor.
Teamwork.
Nice, 2 points. Okay, next question, and get your hands up fast. Okay, next question. What was the one change between the 2 keys?
Declan.
I the cap. There was the cap on it
Okay,
at the end.
the tip of it. Okay, next question will be for 3 points. Whoa, big points here, 3 points. Ready? What is the difference between a vaccine and a medication? Ooh,
Davis.
A vaccine is used with a shot, and I think medication is something that you drink or eat.
ooh, it's close. Actually, something really cool. We're not going to get into it very much, but just so that you know, some vaccines can be given by mouth. It can be given like drops in your eyes. So super cool. Science is cool. But there's another thing I'm trying to look for. Celine, who should we choose?
Declan.
Okay. A vaccine is given before you have it, and a medication is given when you have it, like when you're sick.
Before
And
you
so,
meet the germ?
correct.
Yeah, before you meet the germ and then after you meet the germ. That's the difference. Any questions? Good points. Good rounds for points. Oh, 2 points. What is the word for a mutation? Celine? Taylor, maybe?
Yeah, Taylor.
Change.
Change. Well done. Okay, moving on. What is a protein? A protein is something very, 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 very small. Okay, it can be found inside of a cell or inside of a virus or on the outside of a cell or a virus. The important thing to remember is proteins have function. So your body is made up of trillions of cells, lots and lots and lots of cells. And those cells are responsible for lots of different things. Inside of those cells, there could be signaling, like I'm sending, if I am a protein, I am helping send out a message to another cell far away. So think of it like throwing a football or kicking a soccer ball to something else. So you're sending a signal. Another possible thing is if, say, for instance, hair and fingernails are made up of protein because it gives you structure. That's why it's so nice and hard, because of the protein there. And then another type of protein could be like if you make your muscle here and then you relax it, and you make your muscle again and then you relax it, it's because proteins are working together and apart to help move your body. So proteins have functions. Okay, proteins have functions. When it comes to this virus, this COVID-19 sickness, it's caused by a type of virus called SARS-CoV-2. Anyways, this virus has something on the outside, and those are called spike proteins. Now think of it like on the outside of this virus, there are these proteins that act like keys. And what do keys do? Everybody's seen a key. So Davis, what do keys do?
Unlock stuff.
Unlock stuff, open doors, right? So if we are looking, yeah, Aminat and Mustafa, you have a question? Yes. So what do keys do, Mustafa? Open. Yeah, exactly. They open doors, they open things. Yeah. So the spike protein on the outside of the virus, I have here as a model. Think of these spike proteins as keys. this virus can enter into the cells inside of your body because of these proteins. Okay, let's move on, and this will make more sense later on. So this is an example, like a drawing of the coronavirus, and these little spiky things on the outside, they act like keys, okay? Now let's figure out, what do proteins do and what are they made up of and how are they built? Because they don't pop up from nowhere. Like you can't grab it from the air and poof, make a protein. There are actually instructions inside of the body to make proteins. So has anybody helped to build furniture with their parents? Anybody here? Declan has, Cato has, but you've probably seen things that look like this, yeah? And you have to follow instructions to build whatever it is. In this case, it's a bookshelf. Raise your hand if you have a bookshelf at home. Do you have a shelf? Yeah? So what is the purpose of your shelf? Cato?
To hold stuff in.
Yeah, exactly. So just like a shelf, proteins have functions. Okay, so we're using the example of making a bookshelf just like making proteins. So the way to make proteins is by following the instructions. And write this down if you're writing notes. mRNA, otherwise known as messenger RNA, those are the instructions to build a protein. Okay, and what do proteins do? Remember, it gives structure to things. Think of your hair, think of your nails, okay? It can send signals. It can tell your body to do certain things. That's a lot of power. That's a lot of power for something. I'm going to be asking you later on, what is mRNA? I'm going to be asking you later on, what is a protein? What do proteins do? So just remember those points. Okay. And the entire process of building a protein from the instructions called mRNA, that entire process is called translation. So you might have heard translation be like, I don't know, from Spanish to English, or English to Luganda, or Luganda to Kiswahili, or Kiswahili to Japanese, right? But in this situation in biology, translation is the process of building a protein. So any questions right now? For 2 points then, what is messenger RNA? What is mRNA? Ooh, Celine, who should we choose?
It's tricky.
Taylor?
Aminat.
Oh, Aminat, I didn't see your hand. Yeah, go for it, Aminat.
Do you know what mRNA is? No?
No worries. Who can
It's
help?
okay, no pressure. Okay, Declan.
Yeah, Declan.
Declan, go
There
ahead.
we go. So mRNA is either a protein or a translation, I think.
So let's do it in order, okay? So mRNA is the instructions, yeah, to build a protein.
Yeah, there we go.
Protein is the end product, yeah? Okay, it's the final thing. Translation is the process. Just like building a bookcase. You see the instructions, you build the bookcase, and then you have a bookcase. Yeah? So who can say that? Taylor, what is mRNA?
The instructions to make protein.
Bingo. Awesome. Okay, next. Oh, and this is going to be fun, but I need a volunteer for 5 points. Who wants to be a volunteer? Celine, who should we choose?
Davis had his hand up first.
Awesome. Davis is brave. You don't even know what I'm going to ask you, Davis. Okay. So sometimes instructions, they're just not clear in the body. Okay. And something new like a mutation can happen unexpectedly. So mutations are changes. Yeah. Changes could be good. Changes can be bad. Changes can just be change. Not a big deal. For this flower, what is the mutation? For 1 point, what's the mutation here?
It's dying.
Oh, it's actually quite alive, which is a good thing. But there's something interesting with this one tulip, with this one flower. Taylor?
It's 2 different colors.
2 different colors, yeah. So this one petal, there's a mutation there. You see how it's different? And then this cat, there's a mutation here. Look how many little fingers it has. Yeah. So you know what? That might be a good mutation because then the piano is really good at, then the cat is really good at playing piano. Just saying, with so many extra fingers. But, you know, it could get in the way as well. Okay, so Davis, you are going to be my volunteer. I will do the activity first, and then you are going to do the activity second, okay? But remember that mutations are changes, and it could be changes in reading the instructions. Oh, what's another word, or what are the instructions to build a protein? For 2 points.
I forgot.
It's okay. Who can help? Taylor?
mRNA.
mRNA, awesome. For 3 points, what's the name of the process to build a protein? Declan?
Translation.
Nice. Okay, so let's do this activity. I want everybody to have their hands below the height of the camera. Okay, so hide your hands. I want your palms to touch each other. And I want your thumbs to cross. I want your second finger on your right hand to bend. And I want your pinky on your left hand to be extended and your and your right hand's pinky to bend. I'm having problems with this right now. Okay, let's see what you got. Show me, show me, show me. Okay, not I see that there have been a few mutations. Definitely a few mutations. My instructions were not very clear. Apologies for that. Okay, so Davis, can you do better? Can you give us all instructions and then we can show you, give us like 3 or 4 steps and then we will show you what we got?
No. I forgot, but I don't know how to do that.
It's
I can't
okay.
really do it.
No worries. Do you want to invent one up right now and we can try to follow you?
No.
Okay, that's fine. Who wants to help? Okay, Declan, you want to go? Okay, let's do it.
Okay. So for this one, it's called the turtle. I like this one.
Okay.
So basically, it's kind of easy actually. So you gotta sit on your knees.
You can't show us. Don't show us.
And then you gotta lean back.
Are
Stay
we
on
all
your
doing
knees.
this? Are we all doing this right now? Okay, yeah. So say it again, Declan.
You gotta sit on your knees and then lay back.
Sit on your knees and lay back. Okay, are we doing this?
And then you gotta cross your legs, kinda.
That's going to be really hard to show other people. That's the problem. How about something with your hands?
Okay.
Okay, let's do that.
Down at the screen, and so no one just sees it. But For this one, just kind of something like, hold on, let me think. Oh, yeah, that works. Okay, so what about just kind of like you cross your hands
Your hands, okay.
or arms, whatever you would like, arms or hands works with me. And then you gotta like kind of twist your hand under that hand, other arm or hand.
Okay.
And then kind of cross both your fingers.
Okay.
And then just kind of like, you know.
Okay, let's see
That.
what we all got. I got this. Oh, very different.
Yeah, like I like meant like
Okay.
here, and then you gotta kind of pull it back like a knot.
Okay. Yeah, that looks real. Whoa, Mustafa and Amanat did really well. Wow. Yeah, well, there's a mutation for me, I guess.
Yeah,
Kato,
it's good.
good job. Kato, do you have a question? No? Okay, you'll be the next volunteer then. Okay, so Dr. Crico saw the power of mRNA. So my question to you is, by now you know what proteins do. What do they do? For 5 points, what do proteins do? Ooh, Celine, who should we choose? Amanat?
Amanat, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Strong into both.
He's strong in the bone.
Said something about the bone.
Oh, a bone. Okay. Yeah, I mean, there are proteins all throughout the body, which is good. I see Queen's hand is up.
Same.
Is
What do proteins do?
nails.
Yeah. Proteins give structure, right? They make certain things hard. They give shape to things. They are responsible for your body to work. Okay. It's a big job. Proteins have a big job. They do lots of things. There are over 1,000 different types of proteins, but without proteins, we would not exist. Proteins are so important. And my other question for 4 points, ready for this? For 4 points, let's get those hands up. You know what mRNA is. What is mRNA? Ooh, Celine, who should we choose?
Kato.
Proteins develop the mRNA.
Yeah, I'm looking for one particular word. Starts with an I.
Taylor.
There are instructions to build protein.
Instructions. Yeah. So how about 3 points to Kato, 1 point for Taylor? Okay, Queen, do you have a question? Or did you have the answer?
No.
Okay, so let's continue talking about Dr. Kuriko, who is the biochemist. So she has worked since the 1970s. So how many years ago was that? That would have been over 50, about 50 years ago. That's probably older than some of your parents are, okay? I know for sure Kato's, your dad is younger than that. I know that for sure. But guess what? Over decades,
Dad.
50 years,
Hey.
over 50 years, Dr. Crico was applying for what we call grants to look for money, and she was rejected and rejected and rejected. People made fun of her. People told her to quit, but she believed in the power of messenger RNA. Why is mRNA so important? Who can tell me, why is mRNA so important? Celine?
Declan?
Yeah, Declan, why is mRNA so important?
Oh, I'm already on mute.
Yeah,
Unmute?
you're unmuted. Yeah.
I had no idea.
Okay. What's the answer?
It is that it's like, oh, here we go. mRNA is like instructions in like the process of making something with like the protein.
Yep. And are proteins important, or are they just?
They're
Okay.
important.
They're really important. Good. Anything to add, Queen and then Taylor? Anything to add? Why is mRNA so important? Why did she not want to give up? There were people telling her to give up. There were people rejecting her from jobs. Why? Why is mRNA so important? Taylor, did you have an answer?
Because they were the instructions to make protein, and without it, how would we make protein? And protein's really important.
Exactly. So guess what? She was trying to do this research for about 50 years. It's a long time. Then one day, she had her life change completely unexpectedly. She is at a university. She's at a college in Pennsylvania in the United States, and she talks to somebody from another office and says, "Hi, I'm Dr. Cataline Kuriko, and I am passionate about messenger RNA, about mRNA." And he says, "Yeah, that's really important. That's really important stuff. We should talk more." And they eventually form their own company. And because of her research for the last 50 years, that's how the world can make a vaccine so fast to help with COVID-19. It's because of all of her research. So she did not give up because she realized how important this was, even though everybody else was saying, stop it, nobody cares. So since then, mRNA research has been used to help fight cancer. There's something called melanoma. That's a cancer on the skin. It can happen in other places too, but it happens in people and in animals. Did you know that the same type of cancer can happen in animals and people? Raise your hand if you knew that. Yeah. The important thing is that veterinarians and human doctors, called physicians, we need to start talking to each other more. We have to have that teamwork. What's the other word for teamwork? Taylor?
One Health.
Yeah, that teamwork, exactly. So think about the other types of professionals Dr. Crico could have worked with in developing a vaccine. So she's a biochemist. She's looking at chemicals in the body. She's working with mRNA. What are the other types of scientists and engineers that would help develop a vaccine? Yeah, Declan?
Biochemist and like technicians.
Yeah, biochemists.
Even just regular doctors.
Yep, human doctors, physicians, veterinarians too, actually, because lab animals are used before vaccines go to people. So lots of different people because we go through One Health. Yeah, Mustafa and Amanat?
Stuff.
Sorry? Say it one more time, please. Oh, I couldn't hear. I'm sorry. Other reasons for or avenues from messenger RNA research used to make new types of medications. and new types of vaccines like COVID. So remember, those instructions are really focused on that spike protein on the outside of the virus. What we compared the spike protein for 2 points. We compared the spike protein to something. What did we compare that to? Ooh, Celine, who should we choose?
Kato.
I'm just guessing, but I think it's mRNA.
Okay, yeah, that's a good guess. But we were saying the spike protein resembled something. It functioned like something. It worked like something. Declan?
It works like a key.
A key to get inside of our cells, like into our bodies. So the point of the mRNA vaccine is to have the immune system, that part of your body that's looking for anything weird, to recognize that key, that spike protein. So the vaccine does not create a new virus. The vaccine helps create this very, very, very small part of the virus that signals to the rest of the body that, look, this is strange. We need to attack it. Any questions? Okay, let's move on. So there's another type of vaccine, just for your awareness, where they take a few extra steps in the body to have it work. But the focus is still that spike protein. And what changes is that this other type of vaccine works a little bit better in warmer conditions, okay? If you're in a really hot place like the desert, then an mRNA vaccine is not going to be able to survive as well. Like, it won't be able to work as well if there's no super cold storage. But this other type of vaccine can be more flexible in where it can be found in the world. Any questions? I'm going to ask you that later. No questions? Okay. So for 5 points, what is the goal of vaccines? 5 points. Oh, I saw Taylor's hand first. That was fast. Yeah, Taylor?
To help you before you get sick.
Yeah.
To fight it.
Awesome. Awesome. It strengthens the immune system. Yeah. And for 6 points, who can tell me what is the immune system? Whew. So many hands. That was fast. I don't know. That was like a tie for me. Celine, what did you think?
Declan.
The immune system is something that looks like for viruses. COVID, it can be anything. The flu.
Yeah, anything weird, right? In the body.
Cancer.
Yep. So, okay, this is for 9 points. Will vaccines alone stop the COVID-19 pandemic? Celine, who should we choose?
Taylor.
Yes and no, because vaccines they're meant to help you fight it, but not everybody will get a vaccine. It's like not everybody. And so yes and no.
That raises a really good point. I'll do half points for that one. So let's do 5 points for that. So here's the answer. The answer is no, because vaccines alone cannot do it. Say if everybody in the world has a vaccine, everybody, 100% of people get a vaccine, okay? Number one, vaccines don't work 100% of the time, just like anything else on this planet, right? That's just nature. But your chance of survival after catching a terrible virus like COVID, like the coronavirus, your chance of survival is so much better if you have a vaccine. But it's a 2-step process. Number one, the virus has to get into your body. And how do you prevent that? How do you prevent the virus from getting into your body? Kato?
If you're like touching a plant or an animal inside yourself and then just having it in your mouth and then like they're coughing in your mouth.
Okay, yeah. And Mustafa and Amanat?
Wash your hands.
Wash your hands for how long?
20 seconds.
Yes, for at least 20 seconds. Don't touch your eyes. Don't touch your mouth. Don't pick your nose. Okay. Don't do any of that with
Nose mask.
free hands. Yes, and what do you wear?
Nose mask.
Masks. Yeah. So that's the first step to prevent a virus from getting inside of you. If you are unlucky and the virus is inside of you, it needs to get into your cells to make you sick. So the vaccine stops that or prevents that or fights that. Does that make sense? So it's 2 steps. You have to wear a mask, you have to wash your hands to prevent it from getting inside of you. But sometimes we are not as careful as we should be, and the virus still comes in. But how can we make sure that we stay as healthy as possible? We get a vaccine. So it's 2 steps. So what do we need more to do? We have to stop the virus. Why? Because this is really important. Every single time the virus gets into a cell in your body, it can mutate. It can change. It can create another version called a variant. That's not good. That is not a good thing. So how can we stop this from happening, from spreading? We wear our masks. We stay away from other people when we're sick. We clean the environment, right? And we have our vaccines. And that way we stay healthy. So what can we do to protect ourselves in the future? Now, some people heard or watched the previous lesson about the forest example. And we're talking about protecting nature. What does nature have to do with our health? Why do we care? Ooh, Declan, you want to try? Yeah, why is nature important for us?
I should be really good with this because I am really good with nature stuff.
Okay.
So, if we why we don't want to hurt the nature is because then if we hurt nature, nature can hurt us back.
So if we create a sick environment, then we can get sick? Yeah.
Yes, basically.
Can you explain that forest example from the last class?
So that forest example was like, first it was just a forest, and then someone cut down a tree to make a house, and then there was more people, and the birds got gone, and then there was more mice and foxes, and then those mice could go into houses and wreck it up, and then the foxes could be really bad, even though if it was back in when the fur traders were here, then yeah, the foxes could go in and like wreck everything.
That's an example. Yeah. And keep in mind, we have germs that are fine for us, but we can give it to wild animals and make them sick. And then they have germs that can make us sick. So it's important to make sure we respect that distance. Yeah.
Because if the germ goes into them and then it like their body kind of makes something and then they give that thing that they made, that their body made, or like the virus made that we gave them back to us, this is what could happen, and it could make COVID-19.
Yeah.
Or
something like it. Yeah, absolutely. So good job, Declan. That was really thorough. So points for Declan there. So scientists like biochemists like Dr. Kuriko, human doctors, veterinarians, other researchers, we work together to make vaccines. And that together work, that approach is called, for 2 points, what is that called? Declan?
One Health.
Nice. Okay. So, okay. This is a 5-point question. So, what other type of people Besides doctors, veterinarians, what other type of people can help protect people, animals, plants, and the environment in the future? Ooh, Cato and then Taylor?
Maybe just get all the plants and the people and animals to go to a safe place that they don't get sick from.
Okay, yeah, that's one idea. Yeah, and then Taylor, and then Davis, and then Aminat and Mustafa. So Taylor, you're next.
Everybody can have a part because like not you don't have to have a specific job to help out.
Yeah, I like that answer. Davis, what did you think?
Everyone can sort of help the environment.
Yeah, Mustafa and Aminat?
Nurse.
Us? Pharmacy? Pharmacists? Yeah,
They were saying nurses.
nurses? Absolutely nurses. Yes. Good. And Queen? And then Declan after Queen?
Jello.
What was it?
Yellow.
Jello.
Yes, yes. Hello, Deborah.
Yes.
Deborah.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
She's
Hello.
saying she's saying geolog. Those who are doing geography.
Ah, awesome. Thank you. Yes, points for Queen. And Declan?
Okay. I was going to say probably the most important thing is the one who made us. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think that everybody is right. I think everybody can contribute to protecting people, animals, plants, and the environment in our everyday actions. So good job, everybody. So how do you think Dr. Kuriko would answer this question? She was asked, what would you say now to the people who once made fun of you and rejected you? What do you think she would have said? Declan?
She would probably have said, like, hey, you know, when you said I should probably quit, that probably encouraged me to get out there and try and find something.
Yeah.
And so now you bring me to this, and so now I am making fun of you. How would you like that?
Don't know about that last part. Queen, do you have an idea?
No.
No? Okay. Cato, do you have an idea?
If someone is a bully to you, don't be a bully to them, or they'll keep on doing it to you. So just don't be a bully.
I like that. So this is her answer. This is Dr. Crico's answer to that question. Ready?
I wish to tell some of those people that who put down me and ridiculed me and whatnot to see that, you see, but that's okay. You know, I am happy that the two leading mRNA vaccine, actually the Moderna and the BioNTech Pfizer product, both of them is including something that I contributed. So it makes me happy. Even other people will not know because, Moderna usually say that they discovered everything, but they did pay for that patent. And so,
what do you think of that answer? What are your thoughts? Yeah, Taylor likes it. Yeah, Davis, Cato, we all like it. Declan gave a heart. Yeah, pretty outstanding, right? So let's see. How do you think she would have answered this question? do you think you'll win the Nobel Prize? And the Nobel Prize is the biggest award for a scientist. What do you think she'll say? Give me a thumbs up if you think she's expecting it. Thumbs down if she's not expecting it. Like this if she's not even thinking about it. What do you think? Okay, I see some people think she's going to expect it. Okay, let's see.
People started to see the potential.
And now they're talking about a Nobel Prize. How does that make you feel? I don't think about that I will get it. It is like I focused always on the work, and that's what excites me.
What do you think of that answer? Yeah, what do you think of that answer? In the end, she did not win the Nobel Prize. She was not nominated for the Nobel Prize either. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Maybe in the future she will get it. She certainly deserves it. But she's doing it because it's important to do. Regardless of it being recognized, regardless of people saying, good job, she knew that it was important to do, so she did it. That's really an important story. So, if you were to meet her, what would you say to her? What would you say to Dr. Kuriko if you ever met her? Yeah, Kato?
I think I just say to her, that was great that you helped us with the vaccine or whatever, and I think you should get the Nobel Prize.
Awesome. I'm sure she would like that. I mean, she would like you saying such things. Taylor, you had an idea, and then Amanat?
How did you do it?
Sorry?
How did you do it? Like, even after all the people put her down, she still did it.
Yeah. Yeah. How come she was still so determined? Yeah, Declan?
She did. No, it's good.
Oh, Queen, yes? What would you tell Dr. Crico?
She did. That's all right.
That she did all right? Yeah. Yeah, I agree. And Amanat, you had something to say? And Declan.
There we go. Okay. So I would say to her, you did great. I feel like you deserve the Nobel Prize a lot. Like 100% Nobel Prize.
Yeah. Yeah. So what she did, not giving up, truly changed the world.
And somehow she still didn't get the Nobel Prize. So I would go out there, make her a fake one, even though it's not a real one. She deserved it. She deserved that.
Yeah. You know, for something so important, I think that people go into that type of field for a career path for the passion and because she saw the importance of it and not for any award, because ultimately you have to think what motivates you, right? So what motivates all of you? And think about Dr. Kuriko. If you ever are told no, you can't do something, think about her. And she kept working. She kept at it. So congratulations. Celine, what is the score right now? And if you want to continue, everybody, we have additional questions so we can adjust the score. But what is the score right now? And remember, we're doing Taylor is the koala team, Kato's the panda team.
Oh, some people don't have animals, so how?
Oh yeah, you're right. Queen, what is your favorite animal? And then Mustafa and Amina, you are small. What is your name? Let me see.
I think it's a Siamese cat. I think they meant.
Oh, yeah, maybe Siamese cat. Okay. Or smelly cat. Or maybe that. Yeah.
Okay. So Declan is winning so far with 25 points. I mean, Kitty. Kitty is winning with 25 points.
Okay.
Followed by Koala, Team Koala with 23 points.
Whoa, that's close.
Yep. Followed
Okay.
by Team Cat, that's Mustafa and Aminat, I think.
Okay.
They have 5 points
Very good.
altogether. Yes. Followed by Kato. I mean Team Panda. Sorry, I keep mixing up the names.
Yeah.
Team Panda, 4 points as well, so he ties in.
Yeah.
And Davis, Lion, Team Lion, 4 points as well.
Okay.
Queen, 2 points. And Lundo.
Oh, Lindo is a Queen's father, I believe.
Yes. Oh, okay. So we don't count? Okay, so
yeah.
Queen. Yeah.
And
Perfect.
Queen. So everybody has points, which is excellent. And then this next portion of the contest can totally switch everything around. Let's get started. But Queen, you had a question? Okay.
I like rabbit and dog.
Dog. Okay, Queen's team name is Dog, okay? Okay, so let's do a bonus round. Ready for this? And this is worth how many points? I can't. 2 points. Okay.
Oh, 2.
And we are going to just shout this out. I think that would be the best way to go about it. Celine, is that okay? See who answers it first?
Okay.
Okay, for 2 points. What is the one word to describe the One Health approach?
Teamwork.
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 Who is that, Celine?
Taylor.
Taylor. 2 points for Taylor. Next one, worth 3 points. What is the immune system?
It finds everything strange and fights against it.
Was that Taylor again?
I think. I was thinking.
Okay. Okay, let's go again for 3 points. Ready? Set. What do vaccines do?
They
fight COVID, and they also. God dang it!
They fight the virus.
I think we need to stick to putting hands up because it's tricky now.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm happy I'm not the scorekeeper right now. Sure. Okay, let's do virtual hands up. Yeah? Let's do virtual hands up. And Celine, who got those points? Because I heard somebody say the right answer.
Declan and Taylor were talking at the same time, so I don't know who finished their sentence first.
I think how about man, and they're neck and neck. Okay, give 2 points to both of them. How's that? Okay, ready? Now virtual hands up. First one to do virtual hands up, get your finger on the button. Ready? Set. For 3 points. What are the 3 different types of people who can help make and develop vaccines? And you bring them out to everybody.
Declan?
The bioseptic people, and then just human doctors and veterinarians.
Okay, good. 3 points to him. Any more to add? Who else did we have? I saw hands up for Amina and Mustafa.
Doctor, nurse, pharmacy.
Yeah.
Finish.
No more? No more?
People.
People who? Yeah, so lots of different people. Queen.
Pharmacy.
And pharmacy, perfect. Thank you. Yeah, so points for them. And Queen, anybody add?
Chemist.
Chemist.
Good job.
Doctor.
Queen said
And doctor.
perfect. Who else? Queen.
Veterinarian and doctor.
Veterinarian and doctor. Anybody else? I want 3. Okay. Taylor.
Biochemist.
Biochemist. Perfect. Anybody else? Queen. Okay, so let's have everybody's hand here. I'll lower hands for everybody. Okay, next 5 points. Ready for this? Kato, I'm looking at you. Davis, I'm looking at you. Get your hands ready near your virtual hand, okay? For 5 points. What is the one word to describe mutations? Celine, who did it first?
Taylor.
Change.
Nice job. Okay, for another 5 points. Let's get the hands down. For another 5 points, let us, one word to describe the process of making a protein.
Declan.
It was like N or R. I forget the word. NA. NRANAR.
Thanks for trying, Declan.
Kato.
Or Kato. Okay, Kato and then Taylor.
Oh no. Oh, Taylor.
Translation.
Translation. Nice job. 5 points to Taylor. 3 points. Where did Dr. Kuriko start researching mRNA and when? Where and when?
Kato.
I think Hungary or whatever, and in the 1970s.
Way to go. Nice job. Okay, everybody's hands down. Awesome. 9 points. Ooh, 9 points. Let's see if you got this. Deep breath. Ready? Okay. So, can everybody read that? Celine, can you read that? I'm having difficulty on my side.
Both the mRNA virus and the other type of COVID-19 vaccine help the body search for and attack a particular protein on the coronavirus.
So the question is, what is the name of that protein? What is the name of
Taylor?
that? I think I saw Kato's hand up first, actually. Kato, you want to try?
Declan?
Sorry, Kato?
I think it's mRNA.
No, let's see if Declan can get it.
Spike protein.
Spike protein. Wow, 9 points to Declan. Nice job. Okay, so this is a biggie. Can vaccines alone end the pandemic? And you need to explain your answer. Oh boy, Declan?
No.
Why?
The answer is no, because if the vaccines to end the coronavirus, then everyone would still have a vaccine. And then we would not maybe not be able to get another shot because we have a vaccine. We can't get 2 vaccines of like different COVID or another virus if another virus comes in.
So
You
yeah,
can't get a second vaccine.
yeah. So right now, scientists are trying to make a universal COVID or coronavirus vaccine. I don't know if it will actually happen or not. Time will tell on that. But think about the 2 steps that is needed for the virus to make somebody sick. Taylor?
If you got sick, you wouldn't really get sick until the virus got into your cells. And if you have the vaccine, it'll be harder for them to get into your cells. But vaccines alone won't work.
Because you need what else do you need? So what prevents the virus from getting into your body? What's that first step? Declan, can you help?
You need to wash your hands and all that, and so it doesn't. And when it does, you need that shot, not the vaccine shot though. The other shot when you get sick.
A vaccine. So let's go through this again one more time. Oh, and it looks like there was a question maybe from Amanat and Mustafa. So the 2 steps is number 1, the virus needs to enter into your body. How do you prevent that? You wash your hands, right? You wear your masks, yeah? And then the second step to protect your body is if the virus is already in your body, it needs to go into your cells. But the way it gets into your cells is with that key, right? With that spike protein. So that vaccine is really important to make your body strong and to fight. Now, we definitely don't want the virus to get into our bodies in the first place. So that's why we wash our hands and that's why we wear our masks. Queen, you want to add something? Oh, Amanat, you had a question? No? Okay. Moving on. And this looks like we're winding down now for 10 points. Okay. How can the One Health approach prevent a pandemic? 10 points. Celine, who should we call on?
Taylor?
A way One Health approach can help prevent a pandemic is by if they study because of how they study living things, they can prevent sicknesses and they can find cures and stuff. And it's all about teamwork basically with all the doctors.
Yeah, and what type of doctors? Like only human doctors, or what are you talking about?
No, biochemists, veterinarians, and physicians.
Yep, and people out in the forest looking for any diseases that can come from animals, right? It's called a zoonotic disease. Declan?
I was gonna say the people were biotech men, biotechnicians as well.
Awesome. Yeah.
Biochemist men, biochemistry.
Yeah.
Can help maybe out there. And veterinarians, of course.
Of course, yeah, everybody is the answer, right? So as long as we use all of our brains and work towards a common goal, then we can help prevent a pandemic because we all have different strengths. Yeah, we all have different strengths and we all know something special. So if we share our knowledge, then we can work together to prevent a pandemic. So final question, here we go. What can you do this week? This week. What can you do this week to promote One Health in your community? Ooh, Davis.
Don't litter.
Don't litter. Thank you. Excellent. Declan.
Talk to people,
Talk to whom?
friends,
Friends? And what will you tell them?
about your amazing journey on this meeting.
Okay, cool. Love it. Kato.
Just don't throw trash when no one's looking, or you'll like pay like a lot of money to the bank.
Yeah, I mean you can get fines. Yeah. Taylor and then Queen.
I will tell my family wash my hands.
Wash your hands. Perfect. And tell your family. Perfect. Good job, Queen. And Taylor?
Overall, like, don't pollute and like, because you're destroying the earth very slowly, and it's like not helpful, and it can cause chemicals, and it can come back to you and get you sick.
Yeah. Chemicals can definitely come back. There are sometimes good chemicals, and then there are sometimes not as good chemicals for your body. And yeah, it's really important for scientists and engineers and others to protect communities. And Mustafa and Amanat, what can you do this week to help promote One Health in your community? So what can you do this week?
We use no snacks.
Can you say it again? Yeah.
We use snacks and hand. We use no snacks and hand. And wash our hands.
Wash your hands.
Yes.
Yes, perfect. And tell your friends the importance of washing your hands. Yeah.
We use no masks.
And use the masks. Excellent. Excellent. Wonderful. Well, here are some ideas that you can also do. And they are, you can teach your family and friends about what you learned today, like what Declan said. You can actually create a community project, maybe with your classroom, with your school, and make sure that people don't litter, for instance. If you like social media, maybe talk to your parents and see if you can make a social media video. We have contests and we have competitions and we have showcases, like we have an art showcase coming up, which I told your parents about. And if you can convince your classroom at school to like One Health and support One Health, then what we can do is we can connect classrooms across the planet and they can work together to create One Health projects. And then we always have One Health days or One Health celebrations, like on November 3rd is International One Health Day. And the next event that's happening in celebration of One Health is Earth Day. That's April 22nd. So thank you, everybody. Congratulations. And what was the point structure in the end, Celine?
It's been an intense head-to-head between Team Koala and Team Kitty. But Team Koala has won. Team Koala has 55 points. Team Kitty has 46 points, followed by Team Small Cat that has 15 points altogether, followed by Team Panda with 11 points, followed by Team Lion with 6 points, followed by Team Dog with with 4 points.
Wonderful. Congratulations, everybody. It looks like Mustafa had a question.
I will teach my friend One Health.
Wonderful. You'll teach your friends One Health. Thank you. I love that. I love that. Yeah, Declan?
Thank you for the meeting.
You too, Queen?
Yes.
Wonderful. Thank you, Queen. Yay. Yeah, it was so much fun. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for joining.
Bye.
Bye. Good job.
Bye.
Bye.
That was fun.